morning, good afternoon, good evening. How is everyone today? Welcome to Wake Up Call. It's a nice morning, or going into afternoon here in the UK. We've been having fun this morning already, haven't we, Ben?
Haven't we been having fun, eh?
We've been talking moustaches.
Oh, I know.
Last day.
Don't know how I feel about it, really. I think I'll be kind of pleased that it's gone, but then I'll be kind of sad as well. I mean,
do you think you'll feel cold?
Well, I was just about to say, I think I potentially will. I'm just glad it hasn't been sunny, because I normally tan fairly well, and I just could imagine that if it'd been sunny, I'd have like a tan face, and then when this comes off, like a really white lip. Perhaps
that's why they do a Movember instead of
think of another one.
April.
Mo April.
Mo May. Oh, Mo May. Here we go, look, it's only just started. Anyway, welcome to Wake Up Call. I'm Debbie Fisher. We're going to be taking you through the morning, in fact, through the whole, you snorted there, Ben, through the whole day, which is going to be amazing. We've got some great stuff lined up for you and some really good stuff to preview this morning, which is great. I love a Wake Up Call. Gets you ready for the day. It gets you ready to know exactly what Crafters TV is all about, what's coming up. Myself and Ben are going to be here throughout the day, which is going to be amazing. So to start off with, at 3 p.m, which is 10 a.m. on the East Coast, 7 a.m. on the West Coast, we've got the most amazing craft along, but I'm calling it the colour along, because we're actually going to be colouring an embossing folder. Now, it's not something we usually do, is colour alcohol pens to an embossing folder, purely because it takes a little bit of time. So, but because we've got a craft along, I thought it was the perfect way to get out your pens and use them on your embossing folder. Now, I'm using the Illustrator, but if you've got the brush nibs, that's fine. If you've got just normal alcohol pens without a brush nib, you can still use them and craft along with me, but they might just give you a different effect. A brush nib gives you a lot of a softer stroke in them, which is going to be amazing. So yes, so that's coming up at 3 p.m. Then at 7 p.m. tonight, we've obviously got the Great Creative Cravings, which is fabulous. No, it's not Creative Cravings.
Launch party tonight.
Do you know what? I was just looking at what I'm doing tomorrow for Creative Cravings, so I'm getting far too far ahead. Launch party tonight, yes, and we've got the new Global magazine. Woo-hoo. I know, it is just star-studded. I love it. I say star-studded projects. It's amazing. I just love our magazines. It's our issue 2, because we started and revamped the whole thing, which is incredible. So you're going to absolutely love that. And we've also got embossing folders. We've got stamps, our dies, our new watercolour dies. So we've got lots to show you. So it's going to be a jam-packed show. And that's coming up at 7 p.m, 2 p.m. on the East Coast, 11 a.m. on the West Coast. So, Ben, what else we got going on?
What else we got going on? Well, I can tell you today is going to be the kind of last day to get your hands on what was left of those Black Friday deals. And what I mean about that is there's a few kind of daily deals which were left over, which are still floating around on the website. But more importantly than that, the 25% off deals that we've got currently running on our machines, those will end at the end of play today. I know we were talking about those as Black Friday deals and that we rolled them into Cyber Monday. Today is definitely the last day. So if you've had your eye on particularly a Gemini Pro at that amazing price, you need to make sure that you take advantage of that price by the end of play today, because if you don't, you come back tomorrow, you'll still be able to get one, but you'll be paying the full price. So make sure you go today. And also, in the headlines, the plates are back in stock, don't forget. Well, I say all the plates. Yesterday, we lost the Gemini plates. They sold out literally by about 6 o'clock here in the UK. They flew out the door, and half the stock of the Gemini Junior plates have already disappeared as well. We've got lots of individual items for you. We've also got a really great deal still on the Junior plates. If you want to get the full lot, it works out that you get 30% off and you get a free storage bag within the bundle as well. That deal, half the stock has gone, but we've got all of the other plates in stock for you, aside from the Gemini. So make sure you get online, get those deals before they disappear. And as I say, particularly the machine deals today, which will go back up to their normal price end of play today. Lots of hellos to do, which I'll do in just a few moments' time. But Debbie McGiggles is positioned over in the kitchen to give you a bit of a heads up as to what is coming up today.
Absolutely. I love being in the kitchen. It's got a different sort of way about it, hasn't it? I like
different,
it. Yeah.
different vibe.
Just different vibe, yeah. It's all, it feels, I don't know, it feels fresher. And I think because it's bigger, the table's really big.
It's tidy.
White mass, it's tidy. Thanks, Ben. Can I just say, definitely go for those fold. We all know that we need new platforms for our Gemini machines, so definitely get them while they're on offer, because you're always going to use them, even if you don't need them just yet. But we're going to start off with the Botanical folders, which is our craft along today. I'm so thrilled to get to use these. These are some, I think, of the best embossing folders we've ever done. If you love your florals and you like that really deep sculptured design, you're going to absolutely love these. It's an 8-piece collection. You're getting them today for $41.94 or $53.70. If you are a platinum member, I mean, let's just take a look at that price, £33.55 for a platinum member. That is incredible for all 8 folders. I know lots of you have got them. I know lots of you are going to be colouring along. If you don't have them and you still want to colour along today in our craft along, just make sure you've got an embossing folder, and then you can get some hints and tips on how to do that. And we're just going to be doing a straightforward box and showing how we just put something really beautiful together. So that's amazing. Grab them, and then you can also, if you want to do it with those, you can then watch back at a later time, which is amazing. So that's what we've got on at 3 p.m. today. So our next bits that we've got coming on, we're going to go to this section here in the centre. I adore the tricolours. It was something I was going to use on the craft along, and then I thought to myself, actually, let's do something different. But if you love your watercolour pens, and these pens are exceptional, they're going to look absolutely beautiful, and they just work so well with that watercolour cardstock and those dies. Now the dies are absolutely stunning. There's no stamps involved with them or any trickery. It literally is you die cut it and then you colour it in, and it's so simple to do. And these pens look amazing. I'm going to be using them with the glitter marker, which just shows something a little bit different, and because it's Christmas coming up, we can add a little bit of sparkle. So today's price for that is $51.99 or $68.64, which is incredible, especially when you're getting your watercolour cardstock. I think that's the best on the market, in my opinion. I've used lots of watercolour cardstock. This watercolour is amazing. So next up, we have these beautiful the Floral decoupage. We launched these last week. They are absolutely stunning. If you want a pad that's full of all these beautiful toppers that you just lay the dies on top, cut them out. Literally, this is your batch making heaven. Just cut out loads of these. If you run out of the pads, you've then got the stamps, but also use the stamps in conjunction with those die cuts as well, because they just look really good together. You are getting 26 elements and 192 decoupage sheets. So they are pads, stamps and dies, all for $75.99 or $108.95. Honestly, for that, it's a massive amount. You are getting an absolute bargain. Love that one. And if anyone's anything like me, Ben, they're going to love their florals, butterflies, anything pretty. It's just going to be amazing. But I'm going to throw you back to Ben, and I'm going to head off into my my normal area, and we're going to get ready for our first demo. So what's going on over there then, Ben?
Heading back into the messy area that hasn't got that really cool vibe where all the cool cats normally hang out. Lots of you watching already this morning. Good morning to Linda. Good morning to Georgianne. Hi, Ben and Debbie from Clearwater, Florida. Thea's in, who says, hoi hoi, everyone. Marisol says, good morning from Brooklyn, New York. Lynn's in from the Isle of Wight. Sarah, hello, Crafters TV, Debbie and Ben, everyone from Melbourne, Australia. I hope you're all doing well. We are. Jennifer Joseph says, good morning from, I've never seen that place name before. Poinciana. Is that right, Jennifer? Poinciana, Florida? Let me know. Good morning from Bristol. I can do that one, says Anne. Laurie says, morning from Hillard, Ohio. Hello, all crafty people and Crafters Companion team. And Lily Jones says, hey, everyone, just half an hour viewing from me today. Off to Dobby's to buy my niece her first Christmas tree. Crafters TV plus Christmas equals the perfect day. Thank you, Linny, and have a brilliant, brilliant day. Lots of you already loving the fact that we're giggling already. Linny saying Debbie's off already and we're 2 minutes in. And Adriana says the giggling has started and it's probably not going to end until about 9 o'clock tonight. Now, your giggle always sets me off. Now, yesterday, with it being Monday, we launched a brand new Get It Got It Good deal. Let me tell you, this has been flying off the shelves, and here's the reason why. Back in stock, we've got your ink daubers, 40 ink daubers, plus the storage, of course, for those as well, and a whole host of your opaque pigment ink pads too. Chinese red, honey pot, fuchsia, green topaz, ocean blue, spring meadow, crushed velvet, and lagoon. I always think that the ink daubers are one of those items that as soon as we get them in, they tend to disappear very quickly. That's going to be the case again here as well. Fabulous price on those, less your discount if you're in Club Inspire, so do not miss out. I know for a fact hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of those were sold yesterday. I have a feeling that Get It Got It Good might not last the week yet again. Like last week's, I think sold out by about Tuesday, so please make sure you grab them whilst they're available. I also must just mention, I know I'm sort of going, shop on the web, get the 25% off machines, get the plates which are back in, but producer Georgina has told me, I must mention, she got very excited a minute ago. Whilst Debbie was talking, she was like, in my ear. You didn't hear that. $10 Tuesday is live on the website right now. Totally Tiffany goodies, metallic markers, Connie Fong, outline markers, album spine, the Masquerade Ball cardstock, Twas the Night, Enchanted Dreams, just a few of the items. Oh my days, says producer Georgina, just a few of the items as part of our $10 Tuesday. So do check out the web, head there for some amazing deals. And of course, make sure you stay with us, watch us here, shop on the web. It's nice and easy to do. And of course, do get in touch right throughout the show. If there's anything you want to ask, anything you want to know, get in touch, whether it's on Facebook or on YouTube. Let us know if you're going to be crafting along this afternoon too, because I'm looking forward to that very much indeed. Right, let's get started and have a look at these beautiful botanical embossing folders that the lovely Debbie has got in the crafty side of the studio.
Yes, not just embossing folders, 3D embossing folders. So if you're new to us, you've not long started crafting and you've heard of embossing folders, we do now a 3D embossing folder. What it means is with a normal 2D folder, it would go across, up and over and down. With a 3D one, it actually gives you a sculptured look. So you get different levels of embossing, which are absolutely incredible. So you get really deep embossed detail in here, which is amazing. If you love your flowers, so you've got your gerbras there, you've got your peony, which just looks beautiful. You've got your gorgeous roses, which yes. I absolutely love that one. The detail in here is exquisite. Your sunflowers is my favourite. That's the one that we are using in the craft along. We've then got our cherry blossom. Yeah, it's really pretty, that one, isn't it? And there's so many different ways that you can colour your embossing folders. But if you love your watercolours, if you're going for the ones with the watercolour outline dies, they're going to work so well on here. I love this one. The effect of that using our metallic Midas ink pads is incredible. And then we've got our dahlias as well. So, or dahlias or dahlias.
Potato.
Absolutely, yes. So lots there. Let's just show you a few samples of the sorts of things our design team have done with them. I mean, how incredible is this? So much detail in this folder. But when you run your hand across it, you can feel all those bumps. It just makes something incredibly beautiful when you get that texture to them. That gorgeous rose is absolutely stunning. What about just watercolours? How different does that look? I know, it looks amazing. I mean, it really does look like you're a watercolour artist. Keeping it more muted looks beautiful as well. And then even more muted, look at that. I love that. Just very understated, but looks incredible. So let's I'm going to bring in that beautiful roses one. Now, with any of the folders, you can see you've got this really amazing, if you open up your folder, you'll find that they've got a really deep imprint on one side and a raised part on the other. So you can feel like this side, it's all sort of coming up and over. This is the side that we want to push up to make that embossed detail. So I always make sure, let me move that mat there we go, so we can see what we're doing there. Yeah, what you want is that to push up to make the embossed detail. And the reason I say that, I'm just using a normal piece of card, but if you've got a coloured piece of card, make sure you put it in the right way or it'll be debossed. So you want the one that's got the flatter side. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in a piece of, it's navy cardstock from one of our pads, and we're just going to place that into the centre. So I'm just going to make sure that our roses are right in the centre of there. So just like so. Now a 3D folder takes a little bit of a different platform. Remember to look at these because you want to get yourself extra plates. They're amazing at the moment. What we do need is we need a top or bottom cutting plate. We need our plastic shim, and we need our metallic magnetic mat. Now you could, and I do like to do it, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it later on because I'm going through 300 GSM cardstock. I like to put an extra embossed detail on here. So you can run this through, but what I would recommend, because your folder is big enough to go through on its own, just with this platform, so we've got our plastic shim, magnetic, and then our folder, then this on top, what you can do is send this through, then add in your metal shim if you want to get an even deeper emboss. But we're going to get a beautiful emboss just by running this through without using our metal shim. So running these ones through literally takes 8 seconds, so it's not long at all to get to that beautiful embossed detail. And then when we take that out, look at this. I mean that is such a beautiful embossed piece of card. Now the reason I didn't put that, because it's a thinner piece of card I put through, it starts to crack. But I'm not worried about that because I'm actually going to be bringing in our gilding waxes. So,
gilding waxes,
yes.
We've got them all.
Yes.
Back.
And I'm using 3 different colours. Yes, absolutely.
All the colours are back in stock.
Yeah, they are so amazing. So what I am going to do is we're going to use all these 3 colours. Let's start off with our Renaissance Gold. And we're just going to bring that in, which is more of a sort of... actually, I don't think this is Antiques Gold. I used Antiques Gold on my thing. This is a different one. Let me see what this is called.
Yeah, if you haven't got your glasses on.
It's antique gold. Yes, antique gold. I thought it was Renaissance, but it's fine. It will still give the same sort of bronzy look that I want it to have. So I'm going to pick one of my roses, and I'm going to go in with a really light finger. Do you know what you could use? You can use your daubers as well for these.
Your little finger?
Yep, your little finger daubers.
Oh, okay.
But what I would recommend is only keeping them for that. So don't put them into your ink pads or add them onto anything else. So make sure you just keep them where you're going to know that you don't need to use them on anything else.
And just for people watching you apply this the first time, you always tend to use, because I've used this like a few times before, and I've always made the mistake of going in with my index finger, and you get like a massive splodge, don't you? Because your index finger tends to be a lot more strong.
So I always go in with my middle finger because it's the one that I can feel that better than any other finger. Yes, if you go in with this one, that puts the most amount of pressure down. Absolutely, yeah. So all you want to do, and you want to, so when you're using this, you put it in, but then can you see I've got a little blob there? Yeah. So you wipe it back off. So you take that off. So you never have sort of big blobs to put on there as it was. So, and we're just lightly going down because you can add more, but you can't take it away.
Exactly right.
Yeah, so you don't really want to use any more than's needed. Then we're going to go to this one down here and build this one up.
Can you mix the colour of these up like you would with your...
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, we can do that as well. Let's do that. I haven't done it on my normal one, but I'll show you how. So let's just pop some of this in the centre. And then what I'll do is then we'll go in with the gold. So let's bring our gold one. King Gold, not King Gold, Empire Gold has always been the most popular. When I first started using these, when I started with Crafts Companion, which is literally about 9 years ago, we used to only do the 3, and then they brought in all the other sorts of golds. And I remember thinking at the time, why do we need more? But they're all beautiful. They've all got that sort of different golds about them.
So Empire, isn't there? King, Antique, Renaissance. Yeah. And then you got your silver. So you got your 5 in the collection.
Yeah, absolutely. So there we go. We're building that round and keeping that sort of in the middle, so you can see it's just blending beautifully together.
Nee wants to know, have you got any tips for waxes that have seemed to have gone rigid or dried?
So, Nina, I don't think you'll be using these because they just don't dry up. They stay moussey, they stay lovely. I have heard about other makes of gilding waxes that can go quite dry, and I honestly don't know what you would do with those. But if you haven't got our Pebeo ones, they just don't ever dry out. They last for as long as your jar lasts for, which is a very long time. So yeah, I don't think that would be the Pebeo gilding waxes that you mean. There used to be, you used to be able to get a substance that you could put into them. So I don't know what that is because obviously it's another make. But you used to. Oh, can you see? Look, I didn't wipe my finger. Look, I put a big blob on.
Chatting now.
I know. Yeah, I didn't wipe it off. But I'm not going to worry. I'm just going to, because it's actually not gone on too bad. Actually, it's quite nice as well. Just highlights that flower a bit more.
Happy mistake.
There you go. I'm actually thinking I'm going to put a bit more on this one now. But that's the good thing. You can then build it up. Luckily, I didn't go in with a big dollop, and it's a nice word, isn't it? Dollop. I always think of a dollop like when you put a dollop of mayonnaise or a dollop of mustard on something.
Oh, dollop of mustard. There's going to be a dollop of mustard. It better be the spicy stuff, the Coleman's.
I don't like mustard.
What?
Oh, no,
what?
Not at all. Not at all.
Oh, I love it. No. Apart from when it goes up your nose.
Al made a casserole the other day and he put Baileys in it. Oh,
Baileys?
Baileys. Yeah.
Oh,
Baileys, the drink.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, we didn't have any cream, so we used Baileys instead.
Right.
It was amazing.
What sort of casserole was it?
Just a chicken casserole, but it was delicious.
I've never had Baileys. We've had this conversation, haven't we?
Oh, no.
Oh, it must have been someone else. I've never had it.
Might be Debbie, because she's a Baileys person as well.
It just doesn't really, I don't know, it just doesn't appeal, and it's not something I would sort of naturally gravitate to, I don't think.
It's all I've been drinking this weekend.
First thing in the morning, a glass of Baileys. Well, it is nearly Christmas.
Exactly, yeah. And I did have a few days off. And drinking on the job.
Oh yeah, you did have a few nice days off, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I went to the Birmingham Christmas market.
Yeah.
And where else we go? Oh, we went to the Good Food Show in London. Yeah, and in Birmingham, sorry, not London.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was amazing.
They're great, those shows, aren't they? Because you can like pop along to all of the different stands and do all of the little. You can try bits and pieces, can't you, from all of the different places? But I sometimes feel that once you've tried so many bits and pieces, you kind of feel like you ought to buy something rather than just go around eating everything. I was
really shocked how many, there was lots of drink stands, lots, and I was really shocked about that. I didn't realise there'd be so many. That and cheese, so we drank a lot and ate a lot of cheese. Which was very nice. I found out quite a lot about cheese as well.
Going to give us some cheese facts?
Well, not so much cheese facts, just things like I never eat. Do you know when you get these cheeses that have the rind on them?
Oh, yeah.
I don't like eating the rind on cheeses.
Do you mean like with things like your Edam and stuff?
No, nothing plastic.
I was going to say, you wouldn't want to eat that.
Yeah, camembert, all that sort of thing, your soft cheeses, that have got that sort of crust around them.
Do you not eat it?
No, I don't eat that.
But with brie?
I always thought it was like just a casing that you don't eat.
It's the best bit.
Yeah, see, I've never thought that, but it did give me a new appreciation for it because we did cheese tasting. Ooh. And it was amazing. And also how many cheeses that I didn't particularly like, and then when you put them on crackers, it tastes so different. So
like your blue cheeses?
I haven't got any. Oh yes, I have. Yeah, see, I don't like blue cheese, but I've only ever tried it without having it on crackers, and on crackers it tasted nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was lovely. Do love cheese. So this is a really important thing to do because what it does, it seals it, but it also, can you see that shine coming on there? I mean, look at that. I mean,
yeah,
that is incredible. So,
really lovely.
So our George has just said it looks like those where you scratch it off, and I remember those years ago. Used to doing those.
Tell you what.
When you get a little wooden pencil, but it's all wooden, and you scratch, or a little tip. and you have to scratch and reveal. It's black, and then you reveal gold and silver and underneath.
Not seen one of those.
Oh my goodness.
Like paint by numbers in reverse, did you say?
It's just black, and you have a pattern on there, and you scratch it away. Some do it with like a little wooden stick, and others do it with a metal stick. And you put it to, you sort of scratch off the pattern. It's amazing. Remember doing them when we were young. Right, so let's use some glue, and we'll glue our card together. So I'm keeping this nice and sort of gold and navy. So let's just add, I think we've got a blockage.
Blockage. Needs to I find that with these 3D embossing folders, both sides are equally amazing. Deboss or emboss, I love them both. And Send Paper Hug says, I adore what these gilding waxes do on black cardstock. It is definitely a day to be loading up on those as well. A few of you have spotted. And as we've mentioned, we've got all of the colours back in stock in a really good bundle for you. I think it's a 20% saving, it might be 25%, but they are there available for you on the website. 25%, yes. Jerry just saying, I've loaded up on papers during the last $10 Tuesday. Received them on Friday. A lovely birthday gift from my daughters. I'll show you some of the goodies actually. Tracy, being the ace person that she is, has brought in some of the items for $10 Tuesday, which I've got to my left, which we'll show you a little bit later on. But definitely have a good look around the web, because there's plenty to be grabbing. Send Paper Hugs just saying, these blend so nicely. Lots of appreciation coming in for this demo, Debbie.
Oh, lovely. And actually, isn't it nice to use, like we always think it works well on on black card, but actually it works well on dark card. If you've got a dark red, a dark green, this would be beautiful for even a Christmas card if you did it on sort of a red card or green card and made it sort of Christmas roses, would be amazing. So yeah, we're just going to pop this on and put our card together. So quite a large card, because I wanted to showcase the whole of the embossing folder. But really nice way. For me, embossing folders are such lovely things to work with in the craft industry, because they're so super easy.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you do with them, they look amazing.
Yeah.
So all I've got here, I've got quite a large card. I've made my card base out of an A3 piece of card. I'll give you the measurements. So it's A3, and then I've scored it at 8.5, 17 and 19. And that's just given me that front sort of stepper. And I just thought it would look really nice just doing something a little bit different.
So I was thinking that yesterday we had the embossing folders, the Christmas ones with the stencils that go with them, and as I was watching Michelle use them yesterday, I just thought, we have like our creator card dies, don't we? Embossing folders are very much like that as well, aren't they?
Oh, yes.
You don't have to do a lot more once you've like got the the 3D emboss there. You've added a bit of colour, or in this instance, you've added your gilding wax to it. Nice little sentiment on there. Little embellishment, get your ribbon. I mean, that's a really quick and easy, but really like stunning looking card.
Oh, absolutely. And I know we're covering it up a bit there, but I just want to make that look just a spectacular card. And there we go. So if we turn that round, you can see we've got our beautiful stepper, but just looks absolutely beautiful.
Love it. That is your Botanical 3D embossing folder collection. We're seeing that in more detail later on. You're going to get all 8 of those embossing folders within that collection. 3D, of course, don't forget, you've got your peonies and your roses, your sunflowers, your cherry blossom and tulips, your hellebores and dahlias, and then the gerberas as well. I nearly called those gerbils, but definitely gerberas. Imagine if we did have gerbils. Ah?
Gerberas.
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 Gerberas, gerberas, gerbils, potato, potato. $33.55 is the platinum price on those today, or $42.96. Everyone saves $13.98 or $17.90, and then that price there is your platinum price. Also, just to mention, we have got a wonderful collection of your opaque pigment ink pads on the show as well. You can get in nice and early and grab these right now. Again, great for your blending, great if you like to do your embossing with these as well. You're saving £10.90 or $14.50. Another 20% comes off if you're platinum. That is $31.20 or $44. So the colours that you have in this collection, you've got your Chinese red, your honey pot and your lemon tonic, plum jam, fuchsia, pink tulip. So nothing. George is saying them in my ear for me. It's good because I can't actually read them off the screen today. Spring Meadow. Then you've got your Fire Brown. You need that one. Crushed Velvet. And lastly, your Pale Fig. 31.20 or $44 for that collection. As I say, that's coming up for you on Craft Along a little bit later. But following that, 7 o'clock this evening here in the UK, 2 o'clock East Coast. Very excited to say that in Launch Party, we have got the official launch of the Crafters Inspiration Issue 2. Now, this is going to be dispatching from the 8th of December, but if you realise that it's December tomorrow, isn't it? 1st of December tomorrow. So you've only actually got to wait another week. And that is going to be flying its way to you. £10.39 is the platinum price, or $15.96. This is the second issue of the brand new look magazine, which is kind of like brought all of the magazines in line, whether you're with us here in the UK or indeed in the US. Jam-packed full of projects of creativity. You've also got papers in there as well, which we'll look at with Debbie in just a few moments' time. Plus, you've got loads of free gifts in there too, which I think you might just be getting a little sneaky peek of with Debbie in just a few moments' time. But honestly, these are absolutely brilliant. If I just open this up and you'll see exactly what you're going to get. So nestled in the front side of your pocket there, you've got all your papers, which we'll have a look with Debbie in a second. You've then got your 3 free gifts as well, which are beautifully presented in those envelopes. And then nestled behind, you've got your magazine as well. Lots of hints and tips in here too. And what I love most, we'll have a flick through, Debbie. What I love most about this is that there's projects for everybody within this magazine. Don't think that, you've got to be a certain level of crafter to actually get this. This is for everyone, and there's projects for everyone, featuring a lot of our recent launches as well. Grab it whilst you can. £10.39 or $15.96 is the platinum price. Let's have a look at this with Debbie, because as I said, the great thing about this is loads of projects featuring lots of our recent launches. You've got freebies in here as well. You've got free papers, and it is like front to back, isn't it? Jam-packed full of ideas and demonstrations for you. Oh,
and I couldn't have said that better, because what you don't have is any adverts or any rubbish in there that you have to just bypass all the time. And I say rubbish. It's obviously advertisements. It's what people have to put in magazines. It's what pays for that magazine. What we're lucky enough to do is Sarah has a marketing budget, and she knows that if she puts that marketing budget into this magazine, it is going to create something fantastic for you, because what you are getting, like Ben just showed you, is a beautifully presented folder. So these you can keep, you can put on your shelf. They're going to look lovely all stored up. It'll tell you your issue 1, issue 2. They're going to look incredible, and you have all this storage in here which just looks beautiful. Now what I love, this is been completely redone from our other magazine. So not only do you get your magazine in there, these parts here are all your consumables, but what we've done is giving you the consumables, just a little snippet of what you can actually download, because you can download, once you've used these, Ben, you can then download them, and you can get these time and time again. So let me take my little belly band off there. And pop that out. There we go. Mine's used, so you will get a full one. So you can see I've used some of my pieces for my demos later on, because we're going to be demoing this in this evening's show. But you are getting your die-cut toppers there. You're also then getting your beautiful papers. I mean, absolutely gorgeous designs, which are so lovely. And you will get them to keep and pop in there. If you want to then download and put some more into there, you can just keep storing them in there with all your favourite ones and the ones that you love. Now, all these pieces you are getting free, beautifully packaged as well. Your embossing folder, you're going to be able to do so much with that. Absolutely, it's so pretty. But I'm just going to bring in this card. Look at this, just placed on one piece of card, one side and then the other side. Creates that beautiful embossed detail at the back. If you just want it behind, you can just have it to be understated to something else. You can see this here. If I just bring this one in, so you've got your edgeable.
Here we go.
Beautiful stamps.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
how gorgeous are these? And all the sentiments here that go inside that perfume bottle, which is absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to bring this one in as well. How gorgeous is that? I mean, just being able to do, and these will take literally minutes to colour, not long at all. Use those pretty papers, print, stamp out those bottles. They just look amazing. Oh, and you might have seen something else on the top there, sticking out.
That's quite nice.
Yeah, it's quite nice, isn't it? Where do we get that from?
Where do we get that from? There's not more in there.
There's more, yes. So this one here. No, you won't get these anywhere else.
Yep.
These are exclusive for this one. I'm just going to bring in another one so you can see that as well. So we've got that fabulous friend on the edge there, creating that absolutely beautiful edgeable. I want to use it on a darker piece of card so you can see it. There we go, that's better. I mean, how gorgeous is that die? So pretty. Lots you can do. You know how we love an edgeable die here at Crafters Companion. So you're getting all those sort of freebies or your content with that.
And do you know when I look at the freebies as we're putting it, then you look at the price and you think, like, all of that, plus the die, plus the stamps, plus the embossing
and
folder.
the downloads.
I mean, £10 or $15 already is looking ridiculous, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. You are getting 75 projects in here.
Yeah.
You're getting tips, hints, trips, everything you want in there. You've got Sarah, as always, welcoming you there. I'm just going to have a quick flick through because I don't want to show you too much.
No.
But what I love about this, so like here, Happy Mother's Day. So you're going to be able to do your mum a beautiful card based on step-by-step instructions, telling you exactly how to recreate these. I love this. You've actually got a mini bottle gift. So getting one of those little mini drink bottles or a big one. I'm sure you can make it different if you get a big bottle. Not that I'm talking about booze all this morning, aren't I?
Baileys, big bottles.
Big bottles. It's definitely Christmas. But I love this, that you can make all these. And how about using that fabulous friend across the centre of your card here? So making that gorgeous, beautiful card. But then you can go through and it's got lots of different ideas. We've got beginner's guide of how to do stamping, which is just amazing. This is the sort of magazine you're going to get home and you're going to, always George in there. It's just going to George. Look at that.
There he is.
Crafty well, getting to know George.
Bless him.
You know, so knowing all them, meeting people behind the scene, getting in touch with us. Make sure you do, because you could be in the magazine. We do have our customers in here sometimes as well, but also just using, so this is what I love as well. It's actually got a, to Sally, she's very talented, created some soft crafts for us, really.
Yeah.
So not just paper crafting. So if you do love just crafting in general, you're going to absolutely love this magazine, using some of Sharon Callis's items in there, our botanical folders. So our lovely Nicole, she's got a selection in there showing you how to do different things with those. We've got Leanne doing stuff. I love this. So taking a little well-earned crafty break with your crafty crossword, and you know, it's just one of those books that you love. And then we'll just go right to the back. You've always got a crafty chat. So with someone, and that's with our Bianca. Bianca's been on the design team. In fact, she's been with Crafters Companion longer than me, for a very long time. So I absolutely love that. But there's giveaways, there's sneak peeks, there's so much packed into this magazine to get you started on so much and getting ready for springtime as well. But what I love about this, Ben, is you can take all the inspiration from these and use it throughout the whole year. And even better, you have that storage that just stores them beautifully inside, and then you can wrap that all back up and then it's ready to go on your bookshelf, looking absolutely stunning. So these are definitely something that you want to get your hands on. Do we still have the Crafters Inspiration 1 available?
We will have a little
just
look
in case
right
we
now.
have any newbies starting and you want to go for both of them. But it truly is just a beautiful magazine to have, and it's just been very well organised for you, which is amazing. Oh, that's brilliant. So you will find it on the website. Type in Crafters Inspiration issue 1 and you can go for issue 1 and issue 2 today, which is incredible. But you won't be sorry, you'll love it. So just set yourself, when you get it through, put your feet up, have a cup of tea, coffee, glass of wine and Baileys and literally just have a look through and take it all in, and you'll be crafting from this always. It's amazing.
There's been a lot of love as well for the new format. I'm just seeing a few comments coming through, and a lot of you saying how much you love the kind of rejig version, the new format as well. And just for me, I love the fact that you've got a magazine there which is jam-packed full of ideas. You can come back to it whenever you want. It's the kind of magazine you like to have on your coffee table at home, so that when you are sort of sitting down, having a cup of coffee, glass of Baileys, you can kind of just flick through, see what your next project might be. And like Debbie was saying, it features a lot of projects that you can do with a lot of the items that we've launched recently. Obviously, projects with your freebies that you're going to get within the magazine as well. But what I think more than anything is brilliant is the fact that it tells you on each project. You've got words and pictures, because I know some people can follow instructions written better than those perhaps who look at pictures and vice versa. But I love that it says on each of the projects the skill level. So even if you are brand new, there's projects in there for you to get you started, and then there's your crafting expertise gets better. There's other projects that you can go on to in there as well. So it's a magazine that you truly will come back to time and time again. And as we've said, don't forget the fact that you've got the consumables in there. You've got your free die. You've got your Sent with Love stamp set. You've got your ornate lace embossing folder and the code for the downloads too. So it is a super, super buy. Lots of you will grab it, I know, because so many of you jumped in and bought issue 1. It's dispatching from a week tomorrow, so it will be with you before you know it. Get it now whilst you can, because I know when the rest of the world wakes up later on, this will certainly fly. You can be one of the very first to get your hands on this for £10.39 if you're platinum, or $15.96 if you're shopping with us in the US. Let's give you a chance to check out your carts, check out your baskets. It's a great show to join us on, all of the sneak peeks, all of the goodies before everyone else. So get to the checkouts right now, and we will come back in just a couple of minutes.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet.
The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing. Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Lots of you chatting about the magazine. Karen's got it in her basket. Linda Armstead, wow, I like the magazine. I'm so glad I got it on auto ship through HSN. Love the new format of the new Inspiration magazine, says Nick Connie. And yes, if you didn't get issue 1, it is still available. So make sure you grab it. I just also wanted to bring to you, I know at the minute I'm the guy going, make sure you get to the web quick as you can. There's all these deals. 25% on our machines ends today, which we've rolled over from Black Friday. The plates are back in stock for your Gemini machines as well. Save the Gemini plates because they sold out yesterday. Just a few items here that are on the £10, $10 Tuesday. And are you joking me? You have got Masquerade ball goodies. You've got the paper pad. You've got the luxury cardstock. The album spine we found on there as well. £10, $10 Tuesday. There's deals on the Totally Tiffany as well. The Nancy tote. Sorry, I'm just laughing because this is the one that Leanne had the other week, and she's written on the back of it, Fancy Nancy. But these are just a few of the deals. Head to the website, type in $10, £10 Tuesday, and surf the deals that are there, because there are some amazing buys, and these are just a few of the highlights that are available for you. Right, talking of highlights, yesterday we had the amazing floral decoupage kits, and we've got them again for you this evening on Launch Party. Basically a set where you've got floral decoupage pads with 48 sheets in, all numbered up for you, and then to go with them you've got the dies that match up, and you get a stamp with those as well. This is the deal on the screen for you right now. So worth over £103, $147. You're saving $27.89 or $38.45. Platinum price is £60.79 or $87.16. Proved uber popular yesterday, and I've no doubt it shall be flying out again later on. What I love about this, Debbie, is we need flowers all year round, and for the, you think of like the majority of projects that you make, flowers I think will work for pretty much anything, but this is like decoupage made super duper easy, isn't it?
Oh, so much so. I think there's always a sort of time in our crafting where we just can't think of what to put together. These are the pads that you go for and grab and can be really creative with, because they are so beautiful. They actually then want you, they make you want to then create those concept cards that we always talk about. They make you want to put one of them on a gift tag or on a box or on a card, because they're so beautiful. These are going to lend themselves to all sorts of papers that you've got in your stash, because you'll always have something for them. The first one we're going to look at is that Precious Poppies. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I love the simplicity of these. So first of all, if we look at the board, we have this sheet here. You are getting a whole pad of these, 48 I believe, let me just check, yeah 48 in a pad of these sheets that you then lay your die cuts over the top of their coordinating one, and they're going to create that beautiful one at the side here. Now the one in the middle, that one is done by using this stamp. So when you do get through all of your paper pads, or you might just want to add those finishing touches to your backgrounds by using the stamps and then put your decoupage on top, but you're getting that with every single one. I love this one. The spring is here. Really happy, joyous. It's going to be beautiful for your Mother's Day, for your Easter cards. A really lovely one to have. Again, a stamp that you can use as well as your dies. Then we've got our roses in bloom, those gorgeous yellow roses. But actually, if you wanted to colour this one in, you'll stamp one in any colour rose, you can use that one. So if you want to use red roses or sort of orange roses, whatever colour you want, you can colour them whatever colour that goes with. And actually that applies to any of your stamp sets, which is great. And then our last one is the beautiful lilies. So you're getting those 4 different designs. So I'm just going to show you a few different makes that we've got here. I love being able, and this is what I'm talking about, being creative with those toppers, using them with gorgeous papers, and anything that you've got in your stash looks amazing. Just using them with the, I love that we've teamed them up with our gorgeous interlaced nesting dies there, but also just using them in a really simplistic way on the front of a card. This is what I was talking about with having the stamps. Can you see the background is the stamp set all the way around, and then the decoupage on top. I mean, how amazing is that card? Absolutely beautiful. That's from Julie Howard. And then just, you know, mat and layering them up in different ways. So I'm going to show you how we can do them using our glue gel and using foam pads. This was one we made last week, so using them them on the inside of your card, so you can see when you open it up, it's beautiful, but using it on the outside, and because you've got 48 sheets, you can absolutely do that. One more I'm going to show you with that gorgeous yellow roses is absolutely stunning. So the whole concept of these is about what you get in that pack. So you are getting your paper pad, so you can see all those many pages of beautiful papers. You could split these in your group if you wanted to, so you can each have a paper sheet and then send the dies around. You're getting all those dies to cut out them, so they're on both sides, and then you're also getting that stamp for when you either want to create backgrounds or you just want to do some stamping techniques. These are great stamps to have even if you just love your colouring. So we're going to take out a page from there, and you can see they've all got a number, although we haven't put numbers on the dies, but you can see which one goes where. What I love about them, instead of putting the numbers on, we've given you this little circle edge, and this circle edge is the one, so if I put my hand over it there you can see it.
Okay.
Everyone has got one of these, Ben, and you put that to your number. So I know I've got my three flowers there, that goes there.
Clever.
So no complicated, oh, which way round this goes. You know where sometimes you're like, oh, hang on, is it that way? Is it that way? I look at that edge bit, you can tell on there, and then we can just pop that down. So I like to just put them all into place first. So let me just take that off, and this one you can see just on that end got that little edge, so turn it over, that's where it's going to go. So nice and simple. And then we've got our last two, again using that edge, putting it to where our number goes. So it's so easy and so quick, and this is why I was saying earlier about batch making, because you can do them so quickly and have them cut out in no time at all. Now it doesn't mean, Ben, you have to actually decoupage them. You've got beautiful florals here that you don't even have to decoupage, which is quite amazing. So I'm going to pop that one on, pop that one into place, and hold those two together.
And again, I also guess you could just use the dies independently.
Yes. So if you're using, yes, and what the dies do as well, Ben, they actually cut in the line detail, which is beautiful. But if you're using them as decoupage, you can use just, if you're using the stamp, so let me bring that stamp in. If you're just using the stamp, what you can do is stamp this out like however many times you've got the dies, and then you can just colour the bit in that you need. So it's very clever, So pop that in, we're going to lay that onto there, and with one pass through our machine, all of those sections are going to cut in one go. I mean, that in itself is pretty cool, right? I mean, just to have all your die cuts, everything cut, one pass through the machine, and then you get onto that fun bit, which is always being creative. So
I like the idea as well, you were chatting about a few minutes ago about sharing this with, like, you know, crafty friends, if you know what I mean? Because you've got so many different sets here, all of the different pads, whether you give a different pad to each friend, or whether you cut out a load of the floral decoupage before you get started. It's a nice set to share, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and a really fun set to share as well, because it really wouldn't. I mean, I've not tried it, but do you know what I'm thinking? If you've got a Gemini, you could probably put two sheets together and cut through two at the same time. Yeah, absolutely. So let's pull these ones out. So, and let's pop them to the side. So once we've got these section, I've got some others here. So I'm going to show you a bit of sort of both. Sorry, George, can you tell me how long you said we had? Oh, we got plenty of time. I thought she said 2 minutes, and I was thinking that's not long. I thought I'd just ask politely instead of going, oh my
Clock
God,
on the
2 minutes, just say 2 minutes.
2 minutes starts now. Speed crafting with Debbie Fisher.
Absolutely. I mean, I could do it in 2 minutes. I wouldn't get my project finished, but I was thinking did I waffle on a long time then?
You never waffle on, Debbie.
I don't waffle, I laugh. I love that. Right, so I've cut out two there, and I want to show you the differences. So I'm going to be bringing in two different things. One is our foam pads, one is our glue gel, and actually it's just about preference. If you're using your Floral all-purpose glue gel, I love this because it means everything is movable before it's stuck down. So, and I'll show you what I mean. So just using it straight from the tube. You can, if you've got the tools, you have a syringe that you can use it in. And we're going to start, our biggest one will be our base, and then you literally go down to the smallest. So our next one will be this one, and all I'm going to do is put a globule onto just a couple of places. So you just pop that onto there, easy enough to pop them out. Now, the thing is with this, it takes a while to dry.
Oh, okay.
So if you want something that you maybe are sending, or you want it to dry quicker, or you want to sort of finish your card, this is not the glue you want to use, because, but what I love about it, you get a real sculptured look about it, which makes it sort of not so sort of flat, although you can do it differently, even with foam pads.
Do you say if you are using that and you are going to send, you should leave it is it like overnight?
Yes, so I always say it's touch dry in an hour.
Okay.
So it won't do anything for an hour, unless, I mean, if you put a heavy book on it, it will squish it.
Right, yeah.
But I would say to be properly dry, to 12 to 24 hours, yes.
Right.
So I would do it sort of the night before and then leave it overnight, and then it'll be good to go. And then you could post it, and that's the other thing, thinking about posting, you can see how tall this is getting. If I just move that to the side, look at the definition we're getting in there. So it's actually coming out, and it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
So I love this technique. I love to be able to build this up. So you just choose what you like to do. So that's our first one. Now, if we use our foam pads, let me just put our glue on. If anyone's not used our glue before, just a little tip, when if you go for the tools one to start with, you get a little circle thing that moves this down. That's it, or your toothpaste holder, I always say. What you want to do is make sure before you put the lid on, I'm going to hold it that way so you can see it. Can you see I've put my glue over the top there? Let me move that down a bit. Actually, do it that way and then you can see it. Not doing very well. There you go. You can see the glue over the top. You then want to put that lid on. And the reason you do that is because if you then don't use this glue for another week, that will dry up on just that edge. If you leave your glue in the tube, it will all dry inside there. Only if you don't use it very often. So if you do that every time, and then it just acts as a little plunger at the top that comes out. So so that's the way we do that. Then we're going to do this one. Now I've curled them again, but these lay a little bit flatter. So let's pop these in, because once you start putting your pads on, you can leave. So I haven't put any on here, which really you should do, and I'm going to, because it will flatten it all if you don't put them sort of on all the spaces. Let's just pop that onto there and take those off. In fact, if I use my pokey tool, that should just
question about a couple of questions actually. Debbie says, Rosalind, once it dries, will it be permanently stuck, or like some glues, will it come off after time?
So anything that, it's not a silicone glue, but it is what I would call like a plasticky glue. So if it's on something like, let's say, photo card or a mirror card, you can peel it away.
Right, yeah.
So if you was to put it onto your glass mat, you could peel that away from your glass mat because it's non-porous.
Right.
Onto here, what it would probably do is tear your card, but you would be able to get it away. So it wouldn't come off of your cardstock, but it might come off if you've got like mirror card or something that's coated.
Okay. Good question.
Yeah, really good question.
And another question, oh no, sorry, I'm dreaming. I thought another question had come through, but no, I'm dreaming.
Of a white Christmas?
Eh?
Of a white Christmas?
Yeah, just like the ones I used to. It did snow up here the other. Oh, you weren't here. We got a bit of snow.
It snowed in Birmingham. I woke up. We were in a hotel on Friday night, and woke up Saturday morning, and thick snow in Birmingham.
How much?
Yeah, it was probably everywhere in Birmingham. They would take the mickey out of me saying, hey, in Birmingham.
We had a light dusting up here. And my kids were getting very excited, thinking that we were going to get like a full-on...
That's because they want time off school.
Yeah. My Daisy makes me laugh so much. She was telling me the other day, she was like, hey, Daddy, I hope it stays cold and I hope it snows, because my friend at school the other day was telling me that there's a really dodgy boiler, and whenever it gets really cold, it always breaks down and they get snow days. So she's praying that the weather stays cold, so that the boiler in the school breaks down, because apparently it's a little bit dodgy.
Oh, bless them. I think it was every child's dream, wasn't it, when you were at school to get a day off and be able to play in the snow?
Yeah, you wake up in the morning, wouldn't you? And your
I
parents
know,
would be like,
exactly. It
"Snow
used to be
day!"
amazing. So you can see how much definition we've got going across there. And if I bring that one up, you can see that's a lot flatter. So it is just a case of having which one you want. But you can see both look beautiful and both have their ways to be able to do them. You just choose whatever suits you. Now we're going to make a little a teepee card.
Okay.
So as with all teepee cards, this is your closing mechanism. And then what we're going to do is add these to the side. So all we want to do is create this panel here. So what I always do is when you put it on, just move it very slightly up. I'm just going to put my fingernails there so I know I'm not going to go past that line. And then I'm just going to stick it to where we need it. So just, I can't see, because I'm using white card, you can't see where the actual glue is. And then we're just going to place that onto there. And what I'm making sure the whole time, oh, I stuck that a bit too quickly. Just going to pop that. I'm making sure that it doesn't go over the actual fold in the card here, so I know that that is going to fold and that one will fold. Okay. Now the way I've made this, just in case anyone's wondering what a teepee card is, you create, and it doesn't matter the size. I've done mine 5 by 5, and you score it in half. You can do a 4 by 4, a 6 by 6, a 7 by 7. It doesn't matter what card your size is, as long as each one of your 3 cards are identical, and you just score in the middle, and you use this one as your base in the center. And then we're going to do the same with this one, but what we want to do is create a triangle. Can you see where our folds are?
Oh, yes.
Going down the center. So this time we want to glue this one onto here. I'm just going to take that up a little bit and then just go across. And that way we can just glue it exactly where we need that glue. I mean, if you wanted to, I think it's probably best to use a wet glue, and then that way, if you go a little bit wrong, you can sort of manoeuvre it about a bit. So popping that into the side, that will then stand up and create your teepee card. So nice and easy.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, really, I mean, it's such a good way to make a card, and it does lay flat as well. And then I've just trimmed some cardstock. So, and we're just going to lay these into position. So we're going to pop these all on here. Just going to see if I can get my, yep, that's fine. Just getting this so they lay a similar pattern.
Sarah Brown has said, Debbie, a girl after my own heart. I love my Baileys, but need to get some tomorrow. Not in the house. It's also really nice in vanilla ice cream.
Oh, I know, it's amazing. I've got plenty in my house. And you know why? It's because I can't say who, and unfortunately, Sarah, you're in Australia, but there's a certain supermarket here that's got it at a ridiculous offer.
Oh, yeah?
So we'd normally pay about £20 a bottle, and it's £12.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
So now's your time to try, Ben.
Maybe it is.
Yes.
Or if I'd have got Debbie Robinson in the Secret Santa, I would have been sorted.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Would have been sorted.
Absolutely. I got one last year.
What?
From Secret Santa.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Oh.
Yes.
There's been lots of, we've been doing the Secret Santa here at work, and we've got to hand in our presents on Monday, isn't it?
Yep.
We'll hand them in on Monday, yeah. As always is the case with Secret Santa, not so secret. I know a lot of who's got who.
So have they just told you then?
Huh?
Have they just told you?
Well, stuff comes out, doesn't it? And you hear on
Well, only if
the
you
Secret
tell.
Santa grapevine. But
Secret
everyone
Santa.
always tells. Everyone, that's what I mean with Secret Santa. It's never secret. Everyone always tells.
Everyone tries to work out who has who,
Yeah,
don't
and
they?
then there's always the, I'll tell you if you tell me.
And I never want to know. I never want to know who's done mine.
You don't want to know who's got yours?
No.
Okay, I won't tell you then.
Well, I don't want to know till after.
Okay, just in case.
And if it's bad, I definitely don't want to know. So all I'm doing is I've created my papers to put on the top just to make our card really pretty. And you can see these are the things that just take that little bit of time, but make a really big difference when you start putting this card together, because it looks absolutely stunning. So let me just do this last piece here and bring that across. There we go. And that creates our card. And I've also, if I can find it, because you know what I'm like with putting things down. Oh, there it is. I've got a little hook and loop where you can actually put your fastener, so we can actually put this together. So as we bring that round, I'm going to see that this bit here is where we're going to hook that over. So all I'm going to do is take off one of my sticky backs, and then we're going to place that onto this side here. So let's pop that right in the center. I'm just making sure, really put that down, and then I can peel off the next one, and then that one will stick beautifully to the other side. And then what that means is it's stuck together, but then it will come apart
cool.
for folded, so you can just fold it then, or fold it in half.
It's a really impressive card, but I think it's the first time I've seen one of those put together.
And it's
again,
very
it's quite
simple
to do,
very,
isn't it?
very simple. So we've got then our pieces here, and all I've done is I've got myself a little ribbon. So I had it again, where's it gone? I just see it, Ben, honestly. Literally just see the ribbon, and I thought, oh, remember to put my ribbon on, and now I've lost it. Is it flown away? Terrible, 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 terrible. Not that it's that important. Right, so let's use it. And actually, as we've done two, let's put both of them on. So because I've done that one with the 3D glue gel, I'm going to still use that 3D glue gel just to pop that into place, because that way I don't have to do too much sticking down. And then we can put some on this side as well. So let's put this one at the bottom. So we can do it in two different ways. And I don't know what I've done with my my bow, but there we go.
Perfect.
So, and we've just got those beautiful sides, which are absolutely lovely. And this one's a similar one, but I just used different papers, and I've just put my little bow on that one, so you can see. And I've just used one on the front there, but I'm quite liking having the two on there. Looking absolutely stunning.
Absolutely right, yeah, I love them so much, and this collection is brilliant. The full collection details here, we have broken it down into smaller bundles for you as well if you check the web, but the main value for money is to go for that full collection where you'll get all of the decoupage pads, you'll get the dies and the stamps included as well. 192 sheets in total, and all of those different flowers, and it's great, isn't it, the fact that you've got the stamp there as well, plus tons of craftability with all of those pads as well. £103 or $147 is the usual price, £75.99 or $108.95 today. But if you're platinum, that comes down to $60.79 or $87.16. That is coming up in more detail for you a little bit later on our launch party, where of course, don't forget, we're officially launching issue 2 of our Crafters Inspiration magazine. And later on, we've also got the Tri-Blend Brush Complete Collection, 6 packs in total. You've got in this collection, great deal on these, £48 or $72. And of course, you're going to get your spring blooms, you've got your summer sun, autumn hues, winter holiday, your cottage garden, woodland walk, natural tones, and your classic chic within that collection as well, with that beautiful brush nib, the different shades of colour that you've got within each of those pens. So 24 pens in total, but realistically 72 different shades you've got in that collection, and we'll see those in more detail a little bit later on in launch party. Everyone saves almost £20, almost $30. That is £48 today or $72 if you are a platinum member. Also worth mentioning that we've got more of your storage solutions. Over the last few days, I would say, during the Black Friday, during the Cyber Monday deals, so many of you have been shopping for storage, and we brought some more back for you this evening. This is the Out of This World deal. Deal. We did that yesterday with the Monday mega deal, and somebody actually messaged, because Michelle had never seen that before, and Teresa and Jeffrey both messaged going, Michelle, you're supposed to do the deal thing. So, thank you guys. Glad you all do it along at home. But anyway, this is coming up later on. One of your favourite, I think, storage solutions, because you've got a super sturdy storage case. I love the fact as well that this is in our beautiful company colours, and you get a little tag there too to label up. So if you're one of those people perhaps who likes to, kind of store by set, or you've got a particular style that you want to store by, you can label it all up so you know exactly what is in there. And then when we open this up, again, you've got even more storage in the front with the elasticated pockets to pop some of your tools in. You've got the ring binder design in there too, so it's a nice sturdy folder, because obviously it's going to weigh eventually, isn't it, once you've popped all of those dies in there. You can put your stamps on the back of these too, but what we're going to give you is 2 packs of your magnetic panels. But you're only actually going to pay for one of them. So it's a really good time to jump in and grab this. If you've bought a lot of our brand new sets recently, then you're looking for storage. Again, these are absolutely perfect. Great for your larger dies, but again, if you've got a lot of the smaller ones as well, you're obviously going to be able to stack and store a lot more of those within this particular folder. And remember, we're going to give you the second pack of magnetic panels absolutely free. £21.58 is the platinum deal on this one, or $27.95 if you're platinum and you're shopping with us in the US. And as I say, we shall chat more and look at that more in more detail a little bit later on. I've just looked across at the time here, and I cannot believe we have only got 20 minutes left on the show. So if you've got any more questions, anything that you want to ask, anything that you want to throw our way, do so in the next 10 minutes or so. We've got the demo of the show coming up as well, which you'll get to vote on. But before all of that, we've got another demo to look at. We're going to have a look at the Silhouette Floral dies, and you also get some aqua markers in this deal as well.
Such an amazing deal, especially to get the cardstock and the pens and then your watercolour dies is incredible. Now, although we're saying these are watercolour dies, we don't mean as in they are watercolour dies. They are dies that really lend themselves to you becoming that artist and watercolourist. Think of all the florals that you've wanted to do, and for them to look like watercolours, these are the ones for you, which are incredible. So just some nice little quick boards here. Scent of Summer we're looking at here. I love this one because it's got the poppies in it, but it's also got those thistles. It's got those real wild flowers about them. Then you've got your butterfly. I can't think what that says. Is it monsoon?
Butterfly what? Let's have a look.
Butterfly meadow.
Hang on. Butterfly meadow.
Meadow. That doesn't look like. I don't know who wrote that on the back, but it doesn't look like.
Let's have a look. Double check it's not my handwriting. Oh no, it's not my handwriting.
You can't read it, can you?
Butterfly, was that Butterfly Monday?
Yeah.
Butterfly Monday, it's definitely
monsoon, meadow. We're going for meadow. Apologies to anyone who's got their bad handwriting that's put it on the back.
We'll find out who that was.
Yeah, we'll find out who wrote that. But another beautiful one again. And there are those really tall flowers where you think of all the butterflies flying through, which is amazing. And then you've got your bumblebee paradise. And I love this one, so beautiful. And I love these as silhouette dies as well. So these are going to work really well if you've got any of our sort of like panel dies with the fairies in them, and our creator card ones, or Sarah's Enchanted Forest. These are going to be beautiful for and work really well. Let's just have a look at a few of the samples to start with, and then we'll show exactly how they work and how we use those watercolour pens with them as well, because I do love the tri-colours. But these are stunning, and you can see what I mean. It really does create that beautiful sort of washed look, that watercolour look that you'd really expect when you're painting flowers, but you're now going to be able to get them from dies. I love that one. Building them up throughout that sort of aperture is beautiful. Yeah. Just so many different ways you can use them. They can be as understated as you like, or you can really build them up and make them look beautiful. Love this one. I mean, how gorgeous is that? And it's just one section of the card that just screams with all those flowers. It's beautiful. And wow. Another one there, we're just using, that's so sort of vintage, isn't it? It looks amazing with the little watering cans. So absolutely really beautiful
English
designs.
Country garden feel
English
to it,
country garden, yeah, absolutely. So the first thing we're going to do is take some of that watercolour cardstock. If you have not tried our watercolour cardstock, and you've maybe have the pens or you've gone for the dies separately before, do try it, because it's brilliant to use. Then we're going to bring in those dies. I love the fact that you're getting so many dies. In fact, you're getting 15 here, but only £3 3 packs, so you can use these time and time again. So I'm going to take this one, which is the Scent of Summer, and we're going to bring those out so you can see all our dies. And you can cut these literally, I mean, again, batch makers, you're just going to be able to be in your element cutting these all out. They'll all just fit on that card. I'm sure we could fit more on, but you'll be a bit more frugal with your card. So bringing those out, turn that over and popping them on the inside. I'm not going to worry about sticking them down, but if you do worry about your dies moving or sliding around, either use your magnetic shim or pop them down onto with some low-tack tape.
Okay. Just to say as well, a few people were asking about the machines and whether or not today was the last day of the 25%. I know, I just did have a look, there was a few little gremlins there, but I've just gone back onto our website. There is still 25% off on the machines. I've just clicked onto the Gemini Pro machine page, and that is still at that deal. It's the last day of it today. So 25% off our machines. If you go onto the website now, you will be able to find those correct deals for you. But yeah, apologies if you did look and you're, hang on, these are full price. 25% off on the machines for the final day today. The website is now right.
Did we sell? I mean, we must have done because we had a half price machine, didn't we? I think it was was it a gold machine, a rose gold machine?
Oh, the rose gold, I think.
Yeah, I've never seen a Gemini half price, and it was amazing, like so amazing.
All the deals that we've done over the last week and a bit have just been ridiculous. The Pro as well with 25% off, and it seems to be like there's been a few occasions where I've sort of come and it's gone, the deals are going to end tomorrow, and then it gets to tomorrow and we roll them over another day. Yeah. It's the same with like Cyber Monday. I thought yesterday was going to be the last day, but no, we've actually rolled it over again for another day. Lots of people have taken advantage of the deal on the Pro over the last few days.
I'm not surprised.
Quarter
it
off.
Is a brilliant machine. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I've never known so many deals. I was listening to the radio the other day, and it was saying about lots of Black Friday deals now aren't so much deals anymore. People are just using it as a sort of platform when that's what they would normally sell their things for.
Well, that's it. People just get in a frenzy, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And I was so proud of the fact when I come in that we had really genuine Black Friday offer deals, which is amazing. Right, what I'm doing here, you can see I've just scribbled all my colours on there, hardly use any of my pens whatsoever. Now you can take a paintbrush, but for quickness, and also I love the shine that it gives, I'm going to use my sparkle pen. So you will find these, I think we do a pack of 3 of these on the website. These will go over your alcohol markers, you can colour up your ribbons, any paper die cuts, but also you can paint with them. So literally you can just pick that up with your pen. It's not going to contaminate. I'm just going to go straight over the top of this with that beautiful red, and then we can start adding in more, maybe a darker colour to sort of give a bit of shading around there, and it really does create just the most amazing sparkly watercolours. So I'm going to add a little bit of orange.
Great to combine these with your aqua markers, and again that's why I love the aqua markers that we do, the fact that you can lay them down on your glass mat, and then you can create your own little colour palette, can't you? Oh, absolutely. They mix beautifully as well. So if you did want to mix them, you can do that as well. And all you have to do is when you go to want a different colour, just put that onto a piece of kitchen towel or a piece of card. And can you see it's gone clear again now? If it does stain, that's all it's going to do is stain. It won't transfer onto anything. And then we can go in and pick up the green and start adding in that green, bringing that down. I mean, these are just so nice to use, beautiful to paint with, and you just get really cool designs, which I love. So just popping that in there, and then let's just take that red again. And then we've done one of our ones already. Now you can emboss these and you'll get a real beautiful detail. I can see on some of these they've sort of embossed, but if you did want them to emboss even more, you can absolutely do that. So let's just I'll just do one more so you can see how they are. They're just beautiful. And then I've got some that are already dry that we can use on our card. A busy old show this. Lots of lovely comments coming through. Lots of great demos. We'll do a vote for the demo of the show very shortly indeed. And of course, still to come today, we've got the craft along coming up a little bit later on. Are we going to flash up before the end of the show exactly what we need? I think it might be useful to do it because we did it yesterday, didn't we? We'll do that before the end of the show as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at me directing from the floor.
And like I say, we are just using, we're using our Illustrator pens, but if you've got any brush nib or even watercolours, you know, you can do that. But as we're doing a sort of colour along, yeah, it's quite good to do that. Now, before I move this all out the way, Ben, just because we have got those pens in that bundle, when you've got something like this, all you need to do, I'm just hoping I can find a little spritzer. Does it have water in? No. Does that have water in? No. No. Oh dear. I'm sure I had one myself. Oh, that's such a shame. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Just a little bit.
Yeah,
yes.
We got water. So I'm just taking one of our Spectrum Noir spritzer bottles, again on the website. Give those colours a spray because they're water reactive. So it's just going to actually make these a bit runnier. And then all you need to do is take yourself a piece of card, so watercolour card, pop that on and just pop that in. And then what you'll do, it will start to colour all your background. So you can then, and actually what you could then do, Ben, you could then die cut your die cuts out of that once it's dry. Just make sure it's dry. But you can just pick up all of this, spritz it again if you don't like how it looks, so we can sort of go in and give that a bit more spritz to pick that up. And then just lay that in again until you've got that sort of what you want on there, and just keep building that up. It's a really nice way of not wasting any of your colour, and can see how far that colour goes as well.
And it was the clear sparkle overlay you were using, wasn't it, the brush? Because Anne was wanting to know what you were using.
It's the clear sparkle.
Yep.
Yeah, clear sparkle pen. I use them on so many things, but especially for your watercolours. So all we're going to do, I've took myself some beautiful papers from one of our pads, just a little 6x6 card, sorry. I've used my craft card because I thought it really sort of, because we're using all these sort of meadow flowers, it just really toned itself in with that. And then we're going to pop these just over the side and mat and layer them up.
Going to get the vote going in just a second. There's been lots of comments coming in about your TP card.
Yeah, it's such an easy one to do, but it looks so pretty. I love doing a TP card. I think it's probably my favourite at the moment.
Yeah, Mary Kay just said, I was wondering, or I've been wondering about the TP cards, and Debbie, your explanation was great, so thank you. And Lily just saying, those are absolutely stunning TP cards, the most gorgeous ones that I've seen.
Oh, do you know what though? It is just the papers that do it. If you've got nice papers to put on them, they look amazing. So I've just got a stamp from my stash to pop on there, and then I've got all my bits here, and we're just going to, I've done that to the side so we can literally just start to place these wherever we want to put them. So it's just a case of arranging them, putting them down. Again, bring your glue gel into it because that way you can maneuver, and it just makes it a really nice way to put them down. So I'm just going to pop them in there. Let's add a few more. I do love these dies. I think they're going to lend themselves to so many different things.
They're so, I don't know what the word is. It's not vintage. Is it vintage? They're just
I think
so
they are quite vintagey, but
but just
rustic.
like really dainty. Rustic is a good word.
Rustic. I'm going to just pop that one in, coming from the top there.
Got a real kind of, a real feel of nature about them, these flowers.
Yeah,
I know that sounds like a really silly thing to say, but they look like, they almost look like they've been pressed.
Yes,
like pressed
they
flowers.
do look like pressed flowers. That's exactly what it is, yes. Yeah, I totally agree there. Let's pop another one there. And then all I'm going to do, we're going to put a bow across the bottom. So just hold all those into place. And there we go.
That is
nice
beautiful.
And easy. So keep it simple, add your beautiful papers, and then you can, oh, wrong way. I always do that. And then you can just add just that little touch of them, but they look amazing.
Do you know what? I was thinking about that TP card a few minutes ago and thinking that was probably my personal favourite demo of the show. But then when you've thrown in that demo of the Silhouette Floral dies, Ooh, you know, that could be the one, but it's not down to me to vote. It's down to you guys to vote for your favourite demo of the show. So let's get that going. If you have just joined us, we're going to recap on all of the cards that Debbie has made. This is going to be a toughie because I forgot about the one that you made at the top of the show as well with the 3D embossing folders.
I know, it's beautiful, isn't it? But doesn't it just show you, I think especially, and I know I'm singing Crafters Companion praises because, you know, I just think they're fabulous, and I'm literally, if you cut me, I'd bleed purple. But I love the fact that everything we bring out can create so many gorgeous things. And I love the fact that we have 3 completely different cards made with all of those, but they are all achievable. Every single person can achieve those with the right products. So yeah, so number 1, number 2, and number 3.
Ooh, get voting. I reckon you probably got about 3 minutes to get your votes in on Facebook or on YouTube. I would not like to call that. I'd be interested to see which one you are voting for. Now, we are doing our craft along a little bit later on, of course, in just over an hour and a half's time. If you'd like to get involved in this, let's just show you what you will need to get your hands on if you want to be involved. As we said yesterday, this award-nominated show, the great thing about it is, of course, you can craft along live with us, but if you haven't got elements that we're showing you right now on screen, or maybe you're yet to buy the Botanical 3D embossing folders, you'll be able to grab them now or grab them on the show later on, and then you can come back and watch the craft along at a time to suit you. Best thing to do is subscribe to us on YouTube, and then you can bookmark your shows, you can make your own playlists, you can get notifications, watch it back at a time to suit you. So, you know, you can even play, fast forward, pause, it all works beautifully for you. But for this craft along, you'll need your sunflowers from the Botanical 3D embossing folder set. You need your Spectrum Noir, so illustrated pens, is the best way to go. So from your basics pack, your canary, from your fiery pack, all colours. From the verdant pack, you'll need your meadow and emerald. Then the pigment ink pigment ink pads. That's Michelle's fault for talking about pants yesterday. Definitely need pigment ink pads, the frosty jade and the baby blue. Then you'll need your all occasions 8x8 paper pad, in the prints and the solids, and you'll need some white stamping card as well. And then the second page here is kind of like your bog standard items that you'll use in a lot of the craft alongs. So you'll need your Gemini Junior and plates, you'll need a guillotine, you'll need your score master, you'll also need tacky glue and a tape pen, your heat embossing tool, and also your clear embossing powder as well. All of that there for you. Let us know as well in the comments right now, or certainly at the start of the show, if you're going to be crafting along. It's always nice to know who is crafting along, and then at the end of the show we get a lovely selection of photographs as well. On yesterday's craft along, George the dog invaded the craft along. Yeah, George, not here. We had Karen and also Pam crafting along with us, and halfway through, George just decided to jump in. He was what sort of dog was he? He was a Basset Hound? I think he was a Basset Hound. Oh, yeah, and he jumped up. I just saw them at the bottom of the screen. I was like, right, let's get the dog on. It was so cute, so cute. Just quickly before we disappear, our Explorer kit, which is coming up later on Launch Party. You can grab this right now if you want, or wait till later on. 2 of our creator card dies. These are absolutely stunning, and these are the ones that give you the die cut with the movement inside the aperture of your card as well. So you've got your lovebirds, who are absolutely super cute. Oh, and my butterflies just attached there. And then the second set you're also going to get is with those butterfly wishes. That set also comes with your cardstock. You've got some Centura Pearl cardstock, 10 sheets of that, and your die tool included as well. £19.99 or $26.39 is your platinum price on that, and we shall talk about that in more detail a little bit later on. Just before we go as well, don't forget it is £10 Tuesday on the website, $10 Tuesday. There's some amazing deals to be had there, so definitely get shopping. And those 25% deals are there on the machines as well. I know a few of you are having problem accessing those, but they're there right now, and you can grab those. And don't forget the plates for your machines are also available. Those were flying out the door yesterday. Sadly, the plates for the Gemini have sold out, but we've got all the others available. Right, demo of the show. No, Debbie's got them all. She's not made a decision. I don't care what you voted. I've picked my favourite. What do you reckon it is?
Holding it. Oh, I really don't know. I think possibly 1.
Okay. It's between 1 and 3.
Oh, 1 and 3, not the TP.
No.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to stick with 1.
You sure you don't want to change to 3?
No.
No, it's 1. It's number 1. Fantastic.
It is beautiful. I do love a big card, and those embossing folders are just to wow for. So yeah, remember to join us back at 3 p.m. because we are going to be doing some colouring on these embossing folders, which is not something we've done before. So it's going to be a fun day. I've loved Wake Up Call. It's been very nice, Ben.
It's a good job you have because we've got another 2 shows together, haven't we?
I know, we've got all day, yes. All day.
Hour and a half, craft along, and then 7 o'clock, 2 o'clock East Coast time, we'll be back with launch party. So lots to look forward to. Get on the web in the meantime, shop those deals, and we will see you back here on Crafters TV for that craft along in an hour and a half.